Peace to the gods, peace to the gods. It's your boy Nick back with another video here to teach you how to live a good life and live a life worth living. Man, do I have a lot to tell y'all. Today is the day. It's time for change. It's time to take a deep breath and let all your worries go away. Man, pay attention. Pay attention to the things you do on a day-to-day basis and the things that you say to yourself when you're doing those things. So for me, it will be the feeling of not being motivated whenever I think about going to the gym, right? And that sometimes that can be a feeling that can hinder me from living a healthier life or living the healthy life that I want to live. Because what's life or the American dream when you're not pursuing something and you're not moving forward with something. I'm not saying to constantly keep going and going and going without congratulating yourself and giving yourself that pat on the back. Because when it comes to life and growth and entrepreneurship, you gotta give yourself that reward. You gotta give yourself that dopamine so that you can keep on moving forward. You know, a lot of people think, especially in the regular 9 to 5 space, they think, or the military, when I was in the military, they think that you shouldn't have to reward your workers for doing the things that they are supposed to do. And in a way, I can understand where they're coming from because, yeah, it's what you're supposed to do. So why reward the person for it? But it starts to make sense when you realize the brain goes off of reward and punishment, pleasure and pain. That's what the brain goes off of. So if I'm doing something that I'm supposed to do and you just say, well, that's what you're supposed to do, who gives a fuck? Then that person might not be as motivated to do the same thing in the future. So don't do what my old supervisors used to do when it comes to leading your people and making them better. Because what are you there for as a supervisor or leadership if you're not helping your people become better? What are you doing? I understand some people they work a job and that's all they care about is the paycheck because that's their job. That's what you know. That's what pays the bills. But if you're not really trying to be your best self in any space, then why be there? Why stay there? If you're doing something just out of obligation, then you should find a way to do something that's enjoyable instead. Find some some job or find a way to make that job enjoyable instead of living on automatic and consistently doing things because you have to do it. Find a way to make it fun. Because if you keep living in a way, in that way that you're conditioned to live, and not make your reality yours, then somebody else is gonna make your reality for you. And I know for a fact I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want somebody to create my reality for me. And that's something I learned in therapy, to how to look at it and to create your own perspective, because that's all you have. In the military, they said perspective was everything, but in a way, I don't agree with that because my perspective and somebody else's perspective is going to be totally different. Doesn't matter who that person is, but when it comes to you as a person and motivating yourself, you gotta be in charge of your perspective. Because if you can't create your perspective and your own motivation, then the world's gonna create that for you. And I know for me, I don't want to live in that conditioning and in that automatic wait anymore. I want to live in the moment and to be in charge of how I view things and how I live. And that just doesn't sit right with me of how I used to live. So, I mean, if it's cool with you, then that's on you. I can't force you to do anything. But if you're looking at this video, I'm hoping that you're the type of person that needs this video and to you need the help. You need my insight. Peace to the gods.